Hello everyone, it's Dan here from Thomas Schroeder Support. In this video I'm going to take you through using some of the special image-based blocks within Brailie for WordPress. So to begin with, let's create a fresh page. And we'll just use this as a canvas to demonstrate the various uses of the image-based blocks. Just call this Dan's Demo. We'll open up the back-end editor, pop in a section and start off by trying the swiper image gallery. Now, as you can see when you first open it, you've got a few options here. One for the type of gallery you want to add, one where you want to show the navigation and pagination, and so on. So let's go ahead and leave it at the standard swiper gallery, and we'll pop an item in. Now each item obviously needs an image. I'm just going to pick some things at random here. That's quite nice. Now, depending on the type of gallery style you choose, the image title and a caption is displayed, as well as the item linked to whatever you specify. Now, this doesn't apply to all of the layouts, so bear that in mind. If we hit save and just clone this, and I'll just replace the image. Just add a couple more entries. Okay, let's publish the page and take a look. Okay, so you can see with the basic swiper gallery, we've got a nice swipeable carousel of images, absolutely perfect. If we were to change this up, for instance, you can also have this with a lightbox link. So if we go back into the settings and choose lightbox, you'll see each image now has a little link to open up the image to view larger, which is perfect. You can also have this to be full height, but more interestingly, you can also choose to have an overlay caption. But if you have a look in the lightbox, just to show you before I move on, you'll see the image title and caption is shown as well. But if you want to have that overlaid onto the item, you can choose the overlay caption, which, as you can see, overlays these details onto the image itself. Brilliant. Okay, we'll get rid of this block and we'll move on to the swiper modal gallery. And this one's a little different. You can choose the to hide the navigation and pagination and so on, but the actual way it works is a little bit more complex, as you can see. So you choose the swiper image, which would be the main image you see in the slider itself, or in the carousel I should say. That's quite good. And you can choose to have a title overlaid above that, so we'll just put nice item title. Open me. This will be the label for the button used to open the modal. And then here you can actually add gallery images to the modal. Now if this doesn't make sense, you'll see exactly what I mean now, so I'm just going to pop in a bunch of images. I'll put in a bit of blurb and just some random text. And you can see how this all translates in a moment. I'll just clone this image a few times to fill up the gallery. That'll do. Just refresh the page. Make sure that's saved. Yeah. Okay, and there we go. We can see we've got our items here. The title that's overlaid is over, and if you click the Open Me button, we now also have a neat gallery in there. So the images we've added to each one here are shown in a scrollable lightbox, and the text we've added for the caption is displayed there. Really good stuff here, perfect for creating very, very sexy galleries of your work. Okay, moving on, if we delete this, we'll now look at the image gallery block. This one you've got a few different options. It works in a similar way to the portfolio feed, but just allows you more granular control, so you can have any images separate from your portfolio in here. Just to give you an idea of how it would work, we'll pop in just a standard masonry lightbox style here. If you want to have a title, you can do, but bear in mind that will show the filters on the right hand side. You can show or hide the filters, as well as change the alt text. We'll just leave it at default for now. Now, inside the image gallery settings, you see a number of different settings, and much like with the slider blocks, they don't always apply to every image gallery layout, but we explain this in the description here. So the main thing is to add an image, which will be obviously the main image that's shown. You can then give it a filter, so I'll just call this cool stuff, or just coolness in fact. These will appear in the lightbox, so I'll just put in lightbox title here. I'll pop in just a little bit of random text, which also can appear in the lightbox as well as in the classic grid caption. And although this won't apply here, I'll fill this in anyway, as we'll go through the various layouts. And I'll just go ahead and clone this up a few times. Okay, so we've got 4 different images there. We'll just change up the filters. Okay, so we've added a few items there, we've applied some different filters and so on. Let's update the page and see what that actually means. Okay, there it is. So you can see we've got our images there. Our filters that we've given each item are all present and correct here, so we can scroll between the different items we've added. And if we open up the lightbox here, you can see we've got a nice blown up version of the image as well as the title and so on. Now if we head back and change the layout, so we've got masonry lightbox currently, we'll change this to be classic grid with an overlay caption instead. You'll see the overlay title is shown instead, and we can potentially link these to different pages if you wanted to, whereas you couldn't do that with the lightbox version. Or you can even have a nice full screen grid as well, which works really well if you stretch the row. If we reload, you can see we've got a nice full screen grid of images there. Brilliant. So as you can see, this particular block is really flexible, and you can use it to create really nice galleries of your work if you want to. Other than that though, that's enough for this video. If you do have any problems, come and see me over at support and I'll be happy to help.